A concubine is actually a married woman. She is a wife, but sons of God. Yeah. Welcome back, folks. Another day, another, couple dollars for now. In the future it's gonna be big bucks. But I pray you have a great day or have had a great day, whatever time you're viewing this. Uh, Praise be to God. So, what is fornication? I think this is a video awaited by some people. Um, so let's get right into it. Fornication is also synonymous with sexual immorality, and what those things are biblically. Some people say, "Yo, it's sex before marriage," which, if you watch my previous video, according to the law, although there's a fine line uh, between it becoming fornication, sex before marriage isn't a sin. Now, as it pertains to fornication and sexual immorality, which are the same thing, it is anything outside of God's law regarding marriage or sexual relations. Now, what does that mean? So, for example, harlotry. Harlotry is basically having sex without any marital commitment. So it's basically partial marriage. Partial marriage, a bunch of partial marriages. Um, Harlotry can turn into prostitution, which is selling yourself for money. You can have they have male prostitutes now, so I get paid for sex. Yeah, so I can be prostitution, harlotry. For sexual immorality and fornication are like a covering, a branch covering. They cover adultery, even though adultery is a different sin. But adultery is sexually immoral. Now, there's a reason the Bible puts certain things in certain categories. Adultery specifically, um, I'll make a different video on that because it's a heavy topic and everything to unpack in regards to why adultery is specifically called adultery and the consequences and what it can cause. But fornication, anything outside of God's laws for sexual relations. Concubines are simply wives of lesser status. So concubines aren't, you can't define a concubinage relationship as a fornication. We see that in Abraham, David, Solomon. There's many in the scriptures you can go around with concerning that. But a concubine is actually a married woman. She is a wife, but she's treated differently, let's say, from the wives or the main helpers. I like to call them and this is up to the man to decide. The wife is the main helper, the concubines are the secondary helpers, you can say. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you learned something. Again, fornication also covers homosexuality, uh, homosexuality, uh, bestiality, deviance, sexual deviances with family members, especially close relatives. We see that all in Leviticus. And Paul also mentions it. Uh, I think I might put up a scripture that says, there has been commonly reported among you that there's fornication that is not even such as mentioned among the Gentiles. So that's the definition of fornication. Fornication is an umbrella. There are heavier branches that fall underneath it, such as adultery, um, which even though there are several uh, fornications that have a death penalty or had a death penalty under the Levitical priesthood, but adultery is still different. Um, yeah, adultery is still different. Doesn't mean that the consequence is different, but the mindset in regards to it is different. Uh, there were certain fornications that were considered abominations, which is completely disgusting. But anyway, we'll stop there. I think that covers everything. If you have any questions, put it down in the comments. If you have any comments, I appreciate any feedback. You know, I appreciate people commenting on the last video. I appreciate the encouragement, even though you may have disagreed on some things. I'm glad we can come to understanding because I believe there's only one truth, and there may be many truths, but it can only lead to one truth. The truth is always found in God, and that's what we're here to discover. All right. Have a great day. Have a great night. Wherever you are, God bless. Peace be with you. Yeah.